Hello, everybody, and welcome today. I am joined by Marquis,
Hello,
one of our brick and mortar employees. We works one of our stores. And today, following up on last week's box, we're going to unbox the Pathfinder beginner box. Hi, how you doing, Marquis?
Doing well. How you doing today?
I'm good, thank you. Now, you're a Pathfinder guy, right?
Yes.
You like Pathfinder.
Yes. I have played 5e, so I mean, I am familiar with that, but I absolutely love the second edition system for Pathfinder.
Pathfinder 2. Now, do you play Pathfinder and Starfinder, or do you just play Pathfinder?
Both. I actually,
Both?
Be honest, Starfinder is my child. If I could play anyone, it'd be Starfinder, but most people like fantasy, so I became very accustomed with Pathfinder, and I actually do quite enjoy it now, so...
Okay, so so we're going to open up this box. We're going to take a look. This is the first. You had the old box, right? You didn't have the 2.0.
Correct. I haven't opened up the beginner box or second edition, so I'm kind of interested to see.
Okay, yeah, so this is going to be new for both of us,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. Okay, and he's just going to let us know how good the box is, and you know where players after the box can go from there. And so yeah, let's take a look and see what's in it. This up here. First off, the artwork's awesome, right? Like Wayne Reynolds is
one of the best in the business.
And you know, and that's the thing. Like both role-playing systems, but they have very distinctive, different styles, right?
Yes.
And then you know, Wayne Reynolds, it's just great.
Yeah, the Pathfinder Goblin that everyone adores, that was his handiwork.
That's. All right, look at the camera. Make sure I got this camera ready to go.
So right off the bat, one thing that I don't know why they do this, but each time you get one of these boxes for like the beginner boxes for Pathfinder, Starfinder, they have one base in there that's a different color, and it's never the same color. So
see if you want, is it always green or no?
No, like I've gotten to the one of the Pathfinder ones. The original Pathfinder was like orange, and then Starfinder was yellow. But then I've seen someone open up one and they had a blue one. So they throw just one random colored base in there for some reason for your pegs to stand on.
Now, one thing I do notice this out of that's different than the other box we looked at, was this is going to be bases for pawns.
Yes, yes.
So pawns are actually going to come in the box, and we'll go over those here in a second, which is that's sweet, right?
Yes,
like,
yes.
Now they should make a deluxe edition where you get like minis.
Yeah.
Like there's enough minis, right? Like between Pathfinder and...
Yeah, and even for like Pathfinder especially, because like these are all like iconic heroes in the lore of the world. So like they actually have miniatures for each one of those heroes. So
yeah, that's just, I don't know, it just seems weird. All right, so you get your typical dice, which are really colored.
Yes.
They're brightly colored. So you get was it 6 dice there? Yeah, so
I think the D&D one is all blue.
But yeah, and it came with an extra die for percentile.
Yeah.
That's what that. Oh, and then it has advantage and disadvantage. So like
an extra D20 or something.
Extra D20, but these don't have. You know, those are really colored though. It's pretty neat.
Yeah.
All right, and then it gives.
I actually do like that for new players. Like if I'm trying to tell someone roll a D10 and they don't really know what a D10 is, oh, the green one.
Oh yeah, because it's so bright cut. You can just be like, yeah, that's so Sirenscape, caution, immersive sound ahead. Oh, it looks like this is like an app that they're showing you where you can bring sound and music to your Pathfinder games.
Very interesting. I did not realize that was a thing.
That is pretty neat.
And it's the official one for this box. So I'm assuming maybe with their other adventures, you could go on there and see what sound files they have for whatever adventure.
Yeah, it says it has 2 included. Well, that is pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right, that's neat. All right, so there you go. That's that. And then here's your read first page. So basically just tells you what Pathfinder is and all that. Okay, and then we have, this is pretty cool, reference cards.
Yes, yes. And that's one thing. Are those one for each character? Or is
it looks like one for each player, and then it looks like it has conditions.
Right on the back of here?
On the back as well.
Very cool.
So the reference card here, because there is a little, like Pathfinder's a little bit more involved, right? Like with the rules, would you say?
Well, first edition, yes, very much so. In second edition, they did an excellent job of taking what worked really well in Pathfinder and trying to simplify it down somewhere close to how 5e plays. Because like, you know, you play 3.5 or like third edition. It was very math heavy, very complex. And so that's why 5th edition did so well. If you're a new player or just like wanted something more casual, it was, you know, a very easygoing system to get into. Pathfinder 2e does a very good job of making it simplified for a new player to get into as well.
Okay.
So yeah, like these note cards, yeah, like they doesn't have everything on here because it would be double the length of this. But the most standard things you're going to come across, they're right on here, and it's absolutely perfect. So,
okay. That's awesome. Okay, what else we got here? All right, so looks like we got the fighter, not the fighter, but the, what are these? The player?
Yep.
Pack. Oh, it tells you if you want to fight on the front lines. I'll give you some of these here. So that gives you the fighter, the Ezrin. Now you said these are the notable characters from Pathfinder.
Yes, they're like iconic heroes.
Iconic heroes. Yep. Okay. And I'll just look at those here. I'm gonna keep the fighter here.
All right, let's see.
That's what I play with there.
I'll grab Mirror Sill here.
Take a look what's the row. Inside. Okay, so everything's already filled out for you, it looks like.
Yeah, so this is a full character sheet. And when you're looking at this, it looks like a lot of information. And it can be for sure. They did do a small favor in this edition compared to first. For people coming off first edition, that's one other thing is you would know, like, your skill sheet was like pages upon pages of stuff. It's a lot less now, so it's not as overwhelming as before.
I tell you what I like on this character sheet though is that they give like, you know, it has well look you know, like A, ancestry, and then it explains what that is for new players getting into the game.
And then right here on the other side, like you were saying, yeah, it has that same letter illustrated on the page. So it's like, okay, this is where your hit points are. You can look over here, a letter E, then find it on your sheet real easily. Yeah,
oh, cool.
That's really nice.
All right, let's see what we got here. This is the Beginner Box Heroes Handbook. So this is pretty thick. There's a lot to this here. And this is just, it looks like just a condensed version of the rules.
Yes.
It's got the skills and armor.
Now, one thing I will show, like when you're looking at these skills, you see these little flips that are showing. What those are representing are your actions, how many actions it costs to do something. So in Pathfinder 2e, what they did with the mechanics was you get three action points on your turn. And depending on what you want to do, like each action has a cost. So if you wanted to move, or stride was what they call it, it'd be one blip.
Okay, so like interact here is one blip, or one action.
One action, yeah.
Okay, it looks like all these are like the basic ones.
Yep. So, yeah, and in like certain classes, like the fighter will have some abilities that cost 2 actions and so on and so forth.
Okay, so the 2 blips means 2.
Yeah, 2 out of your 3 actions.
So, but you can do any combination. So I could do Brutish Shove or Intimidating Strike if I had those.
Correct, yeah. And if you wanted to, you could attack 3 times in a row. So,
okay.
Yeah, it's a little bit more flexible with what you can do. Like, it's a little, in my opinion, it's a little bit better than with, you know, sometimes the fighter gets stuck in, well, I move up and I swing. Like, you know, you have a little bit more flexibility. It's like, oh, I swing 2 times and I move over there, or whatever else you want to do.
It opens opportunities for action pack, right?
Correct.
To make it more dramatic.
Correct.
Like that's pretty sweet. Yeah. Oh, Magic Missile, there's a 3-1 there for that. So it must be supered up Magic Missile or something.
A lot of the spells, that's what they did too, is like you can cast a spell for 1 action, 2 action, or 3 action, and each one of them has a different thing that they do. So
okay, so it looks like it's 72 pages. So that's actually a pretty good little Beginner Box Heroes Handbook there. That's pretty neat. All right, and then they got blank ones.
Very nice.
So if you wanted to create your own character.
And look at that, like I was saying with it looks like they coordinated the dice color on purpose, because on the character sheet here, it has all the dice colors there for you, as long as what they are. So your D4 yellow, purple's your D6, your D8's the orange one.
The orange, so you can say roll the orange one. Yeah, that's actually, that's pretty smart. That's pretty good. All right, so we got all of that. All right, so those are the blank ones, so characters can make their own. Pretty sweet. Let's see what we got here. Beginner's Box Game Master Guide. So it actually gives you like a Dungeon Master Guide. So it has a small player's handbook, and then a small Dungeon Master Guide. And it tells you how to build. And this one's 88 pages.
Wow. And it probably has like the encounter in it and everything. Well, that's really cool.
Let's see here. This game is for Game Masters. 2nd level. Okay, so it looks like there's
it's a whole adventure.
It's a whole adventure in here, yeah. And then It's got environments, how to run stuff, and hazards, creatures. It's got like a little bestiary in the back too. Man, this is pretty neat. And it's got all that art. Look at that art.
Yeah, I love
look
that
at those
art.
little kobolds. I love kobolds. That is so neat. Yeah, that's definitely cool. And it gives you the land or whatever. I will say one thing about Pathfinder, that their little adventure paths are awesome. Like for every month, right, you get a book, and then it comes with cards and maps and everything that came in and so it's almost like collecting a comic, right? Every month and building.
It is very much
characters
like
up.
a comic. Yeah,
that is really cool. All right, and then we get, this is actually pretty good material here. So we get the map
actually
here.
a lot bigger than I was expecting too.
Yeah, it's a big old map came with it on the. Oh, that's neat. So that was what was in that Game Master guide. The one side here. What's this side? Yep. So it's got the 2 maps.
Very cool.
On the side. There's got to be a spider somewhere because there's spider webs. You're gonna find a spider. Has to be. That is really good art too, and it's like really colorful.
Yeah.
That is awesome. Okay, let's see what else we got here. Oh, this is
You've been waiting for.
This is the thing I've been waiting for. Yeah, because I actually, when we opened up the D&D, which I love D&D.
Yeah.
But the pawn, like, why don't you just put pawns?
Were they like little tokens? I don't remember.
No, there's no tokens or anything.
Nothing?
No,
Okay.
no. That I remember, and I'm almost positive there wasn't. But yeah, I mean, at least put pawn, like, should be minis. Just saying, but I'll take pawns. And that's, I mean, and there's so many of them. They're front and back. Yeah, front and back. So you got one sheet. And they also give you, so you have your iconic ones you were talking about. And then it has just generic wizards and stuff. So you can have your character.
Make your own character, yeah.
Yeah, so there's 2. Here's my kobolds. Beat up on people with some kobolds.
And even too, like, one thing about the pawns is really nice too is like if you're trying to like build encounters out on a budget, like these things are excellent.
Yes.
Like I don't know the sticker price of this box. I think it's about.
I think it's $39, $40. Oh, take a look. Actually,
about $40. But
I
yeah,
think so. I think it tells you on the back. Let's see here. This is.
Yeah, $39.
$39.99. Yeah, so
Okay.
it's $40.
$40. So like, yeah, if you're looking to like get rules and then also like have to worry about building encounters, like you get enough miniatures or pawns in here rather to last you through your first couple of adventures.
And the last one looks like it's just an advert for stuff, and it shows you like the adventure continues. So, someone that's getting into the game.
Yes.
Do you think this is good for someone who's getting into the game?
Yes.
By looking at it.
Yeah, by looking at it, it's actually a lot better than I was expecting.
Okay.
I had a lot of criticism of the Starfinder beginner box just because it taught the rules incorrectly for the system, which was weird.
Okay.
But this seems to do a very good job of giving you some stuff to not only like learn how to play the game, but very just like utility stuff in general. Like even if you have no interest in like doing the adventure path in this, like these cards alone are great little like reminders of what players can do each turn.
Now, I will say, so like I said, I play D&D.
Yeah.
You know, I like D&D or whatever. But opening this box, I kind of want to try Pathfinder now. Like, so I think that's pretty cool. You know, and you know the pawns. I love the pawns. Now, where do you go after this? So what would you recommend? If I came into the store and bought this, and then I came back and I said, what do I get next?
Right after this, you would want to grab the core rulebook, Pathfinder 2e core rulebook. It has everything you need in it. It has everything you need for a player, everything you need for a DM, everything you need for like the lore of the world if you're interested in it. There's a lot of stuff in the book. I think the book is like close to 500 pages or so. So it's a big book. But yeah, any information you could possibly need to get started, you can go through there. And if you start there and you want to explore more options, there's a bunch of different books you could go to. You can jump into your advanced player's guide if you want more class options or new classes in general. Okay. Or if you're on the dungeon mastering side, there's like 3 books I would recommend. But the first one I would say is read in the back of the core rule book, read the different spots of the world, see if any of them stick out to you, and then there's actually Lost Omens books that will kind of expand upon whatever piques your interest there.
And then also, if you don't have, they make these pawns too, right? Like
yes.
they make packs of pawns,
yes.
like a bestiary pack pawn set. They're really big into the pawns.
Yes,
that's,
yes, they are.
And like you said, that's an affordable way to get a lot of minis, and also it doesn't take up much space, right? Because
exactly.
I think the bestiary one has what, over 300
yeah.
pawns in it, and it's like this thick.
Yep.
Where 300 minis would take up, you'd have to toss it in a bin or something like that.
Yeah. And it's also good too for like trying to pick players out in battles. Like if your players have miniatures and you just want to use pawns for all the monsters, it's an easy way to tell where everyone is. Because sometimes if you have 30 things on the table, you're like, okay, where am I?
That's well. I guess if you and your friends had a bunch of beginner boxes, you
could all pick out
your different color pawn your pawn base.
That is true.
Well, Marquis, I appreciate you coming out and opening that up with me and letting me know. And yeah, if you're interested in picking up any of this, please check your friendly local game store first. If they don't have it, you can check out the link below. Also, too, if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe. It really does help build the channel, and we just started. So yeah. We're trying to build it up and to get it to the best channel as we can. And like always, thanks for stopping by, and y'all have a good one now.